Hey guys. Okay, here you go.
You don't want to start with that? Okay, I'll start on you. Okay. Okay.
Well, we're not starting yet. We're just getting ready.
Okay. Okay, we're just getting ready here. Lisa's doing her thing. And then the burgers are going to be really, really good. I'm along for the ride because I want the burgers at the end. Okay, I'm going back on Lisa.
You gotta pump up that sprayer when you get a snack.
Oh, pump up the sprayer. Okay. You want to show people what you're doing here for a second?
Sure.
And I'll pump up.
Hey guys. Hi Mom. Hi Erica. Hi Debbie. Phyllis. Hi Lori and Frank. Parker is pumping up our Hudson sprayer / Gilbert sprayer. Or Gilbert. Yeah. So, yeah. We're just getting ready. This demo took a lot of work to get ready. We've been working hard. Okay. Hi, Marie Zweig. Hi, Erica. Okay, I'm giving it back to you, Parks. Show the balloons.
Yeah, we have a hint of birthday here. And that's at the end. We're going to sit here and flip the camera around and answer questions and just visit and chat. And you probably can't see them, but there are lights on for a party atmosphere. Okay. I think Lisa's getting ready to start here.
We're going to start in like 2 minutes.
2 minutes she's going to start. Okay. Oh, thank you, Claire. Yay.
Claire's on?
Yeah.
Yay.
She
Hi,
just said
Claire.
happy birthday. We thought this old 30s music would be appropriate for this kind of burger birthday. Thank you, Neely. I had a really sweet birthday. It was just easy and quiet, and I caught up with a lot of people, and it was really nice.
Yes, Schoen did call Parker and wish him a happy
He
birthday.
did call me. He called me last night, late, 10 o'clock. And we talked for about an hour. And it was hysterical, actually. He teased me a lot about how old I am. And I couldn't really tease him back because he is younger. So,
Okay, guys. Hey, it's 3 o'clock. Parker's birthday was yesterday, and obviously we couldn't really celebrate much. I mean, just with each other. So thanks for coming to the party. Right now it's a party at 2, and whoever else is on. So anyway, it's getting a little hot in here.
you're hot? It's hot in here? In that shirt, it's hot?
Yeah.
It's hot in here. Oh, no. You're not wearing. Oh my God. He's got, this deserves a close-up. A close-up I never got doing the show. The whole time I never got close-ups. You know,
That's my salute to you, Parks. Okay.
Oh.
Were you wondering why my jacket was all buttoned up?
No, well, now I know why you're hot.
Okay. Anyway, so we're making burgers, we're making French fries, we're making cauliflower steaks. I have my grill on. I knew that.
Claire
was
says that
cracking
is so wrong.
up. I have an induction burner over here, which is flameless, and I thought that would be good to heat up my oil because it's windy and so it's really hard to have an open flame. So that's heating up. Okay. We have our Gilbert sprayer right there. I'll talk about that in a minute. We have this on high, and I'm just going to clean my grill a little bit with my foil, right? Okay, so that's good. We're going to let that sit wet.
Pam Vatera says turtleneck. Yes, the first couple of episodes, the studio insisted I wear turtlenecks in every episode until I rebelled. I threatened to go on a hunger strike if they didn't get me out of the turtlenecks.
Okay, guys, so I'm assuming a lot of you don't have this contraption. This is a meat grinder. You could also grind vegetables in it, but we're gonna do meat. And it's a KitchenAid attachment. And if you are doing it, I hope so. It's super fun. I don't use it often, but maybe this is gonna motivate me to use it more. What I have is a bowl with some ice on the bottom. I put a little bit of salt on there, and this is going to catch the meat, and I just want to keep the meat nice and cold. The other thing is, and this attachment goes in here. Okay, that snaps in there.
Hey, Hammy.
And then we put this little guy on. I hope I'm doing that right. And then it comes with two blades. I'm going to use the bigger blade just because I think it'll move a little bit faster. So I'm going to put that there. Put our blade in. And what I did, this is like, I put this on Facebook just before. When you're making grinding meat, you definitely want the meat to be cold. So I pre-cut my meat and I put this in the freezer. So I didn't freeze it, but I got it super, super cold. And in addition to that, I put the pieces of the grinder in the freezer also. You want it to be cold because it'll help the meat go through quickly and easier and not get stuck. And I'm gonna put my KitchenAid on number 4. And I have 3 kinds of meat. I have filet mignon, which, you know, is super lean with almost no fat at all, but amazing flavor. I have short ribs, which is a tougher cut. It takes, you know, a low and slow type of cooking, but if you grind it up, it's gonna be just delicious in our burger. And then I have beef chuck, which is most of the time what you're getting when you have hamburger meat. So the bulk of my meat is beef chuck. You can do any combination. I wanted to get brisket, but I couldn't get it. It wasn't available. And I just want to show you one thing. So you want fat in your meat. That's where you get the juice from, right? And I just left on this one little piece here. So that's what they call sinew or silver skin. We don't want that, okay? That's gonna get caught in there. So we wanna take that off. So I'm just gonna cut that away. I just wanted to show you because I had cleaned it earlier. I didn't wanna bore you with like cleaning and cutting the meat. But all of these pieces here, that's all fat and we want that, okay? So I just wanted to show you that. So let's get going because we have a lot to do. And we're just gonna do a little combination. I don't know where my poker is for this, so I'm using my my poker from my blender.
Would you call that a combination?
Combination, okay? So I'm just pushing it through and I'm gonna do a combination of meat so that it kind of mixes together. And then also what I did was I had, if you're following the recipe, I also cooked some applewood smoked bacon. This is 4 strips of bacon. And I like to put that in my burgers too. Oh. And I'm also, this is a late minute addition. I'm sorry I didn't warn you. I have some onion and garlic because we're flavoring our meat, right? Because you know how I like to layer my flavors. So this is gonna be like a super delicious burger. And I'm making more than we need. We're gonna make a pretty sizable burger for Parker's birthday celebration. But with the rest of it, because I'm doing this right now, I might as well just, you know, utilize my time wisely. We're gonna make more than we need and we'll just freeze those individual patties and then we can take them out at a later date. Now this is very Pink Floyd The Wall, which always makes me happy. One of my favorite albums ever. Anyway, so you had a good birthday, Parks, right?
Yeah. And this is the best part. I can't wait for this burger.
So this is actually going pretty quickly. And you could, you know, do this with lamb, you could do this with veal, you could do this with pork. See those onions coming through and that garlic. You could put fresh herbs through here if you wanted to. Put a little bit more of that bacon. And what I do is I don't put raw bacon in here, right? Because then we'd have kind of like fat globules in the middle of our burger. So I cooked it like 90% of the way. And what that does to your burger, it is so incredible. As it's cooking, it leaches out the bacon fat throughout your burger and it keeps it so moist and so delicious. It's like a game changer. So we're doing that instead of putting bacon on our burger. It's going to be in our meat itself.
Oh.
You like that part?
Yeah. I like that. Because otherwise, once you eat the bacon in your burger, you're kind of like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah. Okay,
But
so
now,
we're almost done, which is great. because we have a lot to do. And what we want to do today, just because it's Parker's birthday, and I want you to be able to spend a little bit of time with him, and even, you know, forget me today. Let's ask Parker some questions. Maybe you want to hear about his acting or his photography, or I don't know, whatever, his surfing. So we're gonna try to get this done in a reasonable amount of time where we could actually sit and eat and talk to you guys a little bit, okay? Because we've been taking it down to the wire a lot. Okay, look at that. Perfect size bowl.
Last little bit.
We definitely want that. That's the bacon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay? All right, so we'll leave that for now. Let me just I'm going to cross over you, Parker.
You got it.
So that's awesome. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to turn this over. Let me bring this over to my board. So that wasn't too bad, guys, right? And so I'm going to mix this up a little bit just so that we can combine the onions and the garlic and the bacon. Mom, I know your mouth is watering for this. My mom loves a burger, but she doesn't eat meat often, but when she does, she loves a hamburger. We used to go to Chopped Meat Charlie's in Great Neck and have the best burgers there. But she orders her burger, she says to the waiter or waitress, I'd like my burger cooked like a shoe. And they look at her like, excuse me? And she goes, yeah, I want it like a shoe. She likes her salmon that way also. What do you think about that size, Parks?
Is it going to shrink down?
A little bit.
And I think a little bit more.
Okay, so that's probably like almost a 1 pound burger.
A pound?
Yeah.
Really?
That's pretty big.
That's 4 quarter-pounders?
Pretty much, yeah.
That's a big burger.
So when you're forming burgers, I'm sure most of you know this, you don't want to handle your meat too much, right? Because it gets tough. The same way if you were making meatballs, you wouldn't want to, you know, massage them too much and they become like rock hard basically. So we're just going to gently put this together just so it's, you know, it's firm, but it's not packed. Okay, now we'll also allow the juices to kind of flow through the burger a little bit better. Okay, so we're gonna let these sit here for a minute, and I'm gonna start cutting up some other things. Let me put this burger meat to the side. It's gonna be fine out here. I have a little piece of foil. We're gonna cover this up. It's on ice, so we're good. Let me put this over here.
Thank you, everybody. I'm not responding to all the comments just because I don't want to interrupt Lisa when she gets on a roll. But I'm looking at them, and we're going to go through the whole thing after this is all over and try to respond to everybody. But
Cool.
Thank you, guys. Sweet comments all the way through.
I just want to check my oil. I don't want it to get
Is it
too
doing
hot.
it? Is it bubbling?
It's starting to bubble, but it's not hot enough yet, and that's fine because we're not really ready to fry yet.
Okay.
So that's great. So let me tell you about the Hudson sprayer. If you haven't seen this before, this is something that I learned about when I went to Islesboro, Maine, for Parker's son True's wedding to his lovely wife Sarah. And Parker has a friend in Islesboro named Gilbert, and he is a lobsterman and a craftsman and the sweetest, most loving guy. And he took us out on his lobster boat, and we just had a blast. And he did a lobster bake and a clam bake for True's wedding, Parker's son. And it was literally like the most incredible thing. I know I mentioned this before. I need to post that on Facebook because it's incredible. Anyway, he was also making chicken, and he had this. This is called a Hudson sprayer. I had never seen this before, but this is like what you use to what?
Well, you spray weeds. You
Mosquitoes or whatever.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
Anyway, it's pretty large. You can get it online. Someone who saw us use it last time got it online. I think it was like $9.99, right? And so what he did was he put a combination of apple cider vinegar and oil, canola oil and salt, and he was just spraying this chicken on the grill. It was the best chicken I've ever had in my life, no joke. Okay. So what did we do last time that we used? Oh, we did a vegetable Facebook Live last week, and I did a combination of balsamic vinegar, salt, and oil, and sprayed the vegetables, and it was phenomenal. I just got Gilbert sprayer chills. Okay, so this is what we're doing today. I made a combination of, let me tell you exactly what it is. A 1/4 cup of Lee and Perrins, because I love Lee and Perrins on my, what Parks?
I'm just getting a close-up of the shirt while you're talking about the ingredients.
Oh, okay, so a quarter cup of lean parents, a quarter cup of canola oil, a tablespoon of salt, and 1 cup of water to just like round it out. Okay, so we're gonna use that to marinate our burgers and our cauliflower. Okay, so we'll leave that aside for a minute. Let's get over here. So we want to season the meat, right? I didn't put any salt or pepper into that meat when we were grinding it up. So a generous amount of kosher salt. Wow, these are big. I promise, Mom, I'm not gonna have any more meat this week. This is it. It's a special birthday. Okay, so I'm gonna do some nice ground black pepper. Parker's daughter and future son-in-law gave us this grinder. I love it. I use it all the time. And they made me, for the holidays last year, this cutting board because they have a shop. It's called Fourth Period Wood Shop, and they make the most beautiful furniture. They're based here in LA. They ship all over the country, and you can go to their website. They're on Instagram. It's called Fourth Period Wood Shop, and they just so talented. Anyway.
Yeah, go to their website.
They don't like
do
make
everything.
cutting boards generally. They just did a special one for me. They really focus more on tables and side tables, and it's really, really beautiful. Beds. Okay, so let's leave that like that for a couple minutes because, you know, that meat was super cold. So I wanted to come a little bit more to room temperature, right? Because we wanted to cook evenly throughout, and we don't want it cold in the center. Okay. So we're going to only use about half of this cauliflower because this is going to be a big meal, and we're having buns and we're having French fries. So
yes, Neely, those were huge. I am seeing everything everyone's writing. I'll be quiet again now.
That's okay. So I'm cutting. If anyone asks a question that's, you know, important, you know, for timing wise, if they're doing this at home, please let me know.
You ready for one right now?
Sure.
Is there a reason not to season the ground beef before forming into burgers?
Before what?
Forming it into a burger?
I mean, I could have easily, excuse me, seasoned all of that meat in the bowl. But I don't know. That's how I do it. I just do the exterior. But you could definitely season it. You can add lean parents directly into the meat. You could add barbecue sauce. You could add Dijon mustard. You could add fresh herbs. But that's how I'm doing it. Okay, so I want to cut this into steaks, right? So I'm going to go close to the center.
Cauliflower steaks, right?
Cauliflower steaks, right? So I want it to stay attached like that. See that, Parks?
Yeah.
Let me see. I just want to get like 2 good ones because that's about all we need. And let me see. I like this one. It's a little windy out here, guys. Right?
Chopper coming in.
Because they're probably going to fall apart a little bit. And let me take this out. I'll use this bowl. Just bear with me for a second over here. Oh wait, I need that bowl for something else. Hold on. Hold on. Hold your horses.
She's hunting. She's hunting a bowl. How about this platter? Could you use this plate?
Nope.
Nope?
Okay.
Okay. Improvising is a beautiful thing.
We'll save this for another preparation, right?
Yep.
Okay.
You want to hand that to me?
Yes, please. Thank you.
I got it.
Okay. Great. Okay, so we're going to get all of our mise en place together here. Get this off of here. Clean this up. Okay.
Nice cutting board.
It's a beautiful cutting board. It's really thick and heavy and sturdy, and it's beautiful grain of wood. I love it. Great, perfect size. Okay, so let me put this here. We are getting ready. What time is it? 3:17. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to get all our mise en place ready, and then we're going to start grilling. Okay, here's our bun. Just cutting that with a serrated knife. These are brioche rolls. I had to get an Instacart, which is our delivery system here, from 3 different supermarkets to find brioche rolls, because that's my favorite roll for a hamburger. Okay, then we have this beautiful tomato. We'll cut that later. We have some rosemary, which I'm going to put on the French fries. And where's my knife? Where's my other knife?
Is that one?
I got it.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to cut this onion because I love grilled onions on my burger. So We don't need a lot. I'm just gonna cut that off. We're gonna take off the skin.
There's some interesting questions. And
Yeah.
Maybe we'll sit down when we're eating. We can scroll back through and maybe you can answer the questions.
Sure thing.
Okay.
Sure thing. Hi, Suzanne Schechter. My big sister. Okay, so we're gonna try and keep these intact, and we're gonna do 4 nice pieces of onion. Okay.
Nice.
Okay, so we got that, and we got that, and here are my French fries. So I did these French fries on a mandolin, and I soaked them in very, very cold water, and then I put them through my salad spinner, as I think you've seen me do before, to get as much water and moisture off of them as possible. And now I have them resting here on a paper towel, okay?
Okay.
So we'll come back to those, but those are right there. So, in addition to that, we have, just show everybody what we got going, in case they're doing this with us. I don't want to get my glass case dirty, it's too pretty. We have some, these are going to be our plates. We have some ketchup, and Parker likes cheese on his burger. I don't, so we'll put cheese on there later. And we have some pickles, and we have some ketchup. And we'll have the grilled onions, and on and on. Okay, so now.
And on and on.
Okay, so let's get this started. We're gonna put these on the grill.
Wow, those look so good.
They really look
That's a
incredible.
giant hamburger.
Yeah, you know, I forgot my spray for the grill, but that's okay. We don't need it.
We don't?
No. So I'm actually going around the side of my burger.
Can you spray the grill with the spray? With the...
Yeah, I could. That's not a bad idea, Parks.
Okay.
I will do that. So I'm just rolling this burger around on the sides in my salt and pepper mixture that's on my paper, just to get that all over, okay? So yeah, let's see. Because there is some oil in here.
Here we go.
It's the best.
It's the best.
Oh, it's, wow, that smells
Oh, it smells
delicious.
really good.
Whoa, that smells delicious. Okay, so these are gonna take a bit, you know? So we got some time maybe to answer some questions. I don't know.
Do you, Hi, Lori. Thank you for the Hardy Boy pillow. Yes, I do remember. I've got it in a good place in my office. Okay. Do you want to spray those before we close up?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
We're gonna have to wash the deck later because
That's okay.
we got Worcestershire sauce. Okay, so let's close this for a little bit. Get that started. What else are we gonna do? Let me see if there's
The
anything.
fries? You wait on that.
I'm gonna wait on the fries. Hi, Brian. Happy birthday. It was
Yeah.
Brian's birthday yesterday. Let's see how this oil's doing. So you know how I like to put a wooden spoon into my oil and see how the bubbles are rising up because I don't have a thermometer. I'm gonna turn this up a little bit. It's actually looking pretty good.
They are rising up.
Okay, so we're just gonna leave it there. I don't wanna fry those yet because I want them to be hot when we eat them. So let's just leave that as is. And we can put
Ooh.
the cauliflower down. You know what?
What?
I need to go get that spray. I'll be right back.
Okay.
In a flash.
Boy. Those look so good. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. And they're the cauliflower steaks. That was something I'd never heard of until 10 minutes ago. I like my my burger medium rare, Gene, and Lisa is really good at nailing that. And steak, she does it by just poking it with her fingers. She can tell how cooked it is. And I'm going to think about that, Debbie. Maybe we sit down and talk.
I'm back.
We'll
I'm
do
back.
we'll do the childhood memory. I'd like to think about that.
Okay, so woohoo! I'm spraying that. I wouldn't recommend that to anybody.
Oh no, no, no. Are your eyebrows still there? Let me see. Yeah, you're good. Okay.
I should have had my protective goggles on.
I hope that wasn't missed. That was pretty dramatic.
Yeah, I mean, just be careful, guys. Okay. A little out of breath. I just ran up and down the stairs. Okay, so we've got our onions on.
We never showed that.
Oh, you could show it first.
Okay. This is usually what we do at the beginning. We show what we're doing. So, doing Quarantine Cuisine, Schoen's Home, Facebook Live. This is our third live one. It's my birthday bash.
It's your birthday bash.
Sorry for the delayed credits. But
So I'm going to put this weight down on the onions because that really helps. But let me spray that first. We get a little bit of this mixture on our onions.
get in there so I can see it.
And on there. And when you do this mixture, if you decide to do it, I know a couple people seem really interested in buying one of these sprayers. Make sure that you use fine salt. I'm using sea salt, but it's fine, so it's like a granulated, almost like an iodized salt. Don't use kosher salt that has big granules because you'll clog it. Okay. Add a little bit of salt to my cauliflower. Some pepper.
I'm noticing you're not turning the burgers. Is there a reason?
Okay, well, yes, there's a very important reason. So let me close this up because it's very windy, so it's taking a little longer than I'd like. Yeah, so that's an issue, with a lot of people. They, turn their food constantly, and I understand. Just wiping my hands. I understand why, because you get antsy and impatient. But if you want to get like a really nice sear on your fish or your meat, on your chicken, or even vegetables, just don't move them around so much. Just kind of let them sit there and walk away. It's really important. So even like as an example, I know people have trouble grilling fish. They put a piece of salmon down on the grill, and then they go to turn it and the whole thing sticks and it looks really ugly. Well, that's because you're picking it up too fast and turning it over. So what you want to do is actually let it sit there, because it will create a barrier on the exterior of the protein that will actually just lift itself up easily. So that's why, if you get a piece of grilled fish in a restaurant, it's almost always looks perfect, right? Because they leave it alone, and then you can actually see it forming. And once you turn it over, it's going to be intact. And it'll be the same thing with the burger. If I try to turn those burgers right now, half of it would be stuck, right? So it's the same principle. So just be patient, guys. Yes,
What do you think? Well, I wanted to ask you.
Hi, Lisa. Yep.
How do you know when you poke a steak, whether it's
medium rare,
raw, medium rare, or
yeah, so that's another good question. I mean, obviously we can tell that these are still raw, right? You will eventually be able to see the cooking coming up the side, but you can use a thermometer, which is probably the easiest way. But you could also feel it. I do it by touch because I've been doing it professionally for so long. And one trick, and some people think it works and some people don't. But if you just hold your hand like this, don't look at my nails. I haven't had a manicure in a long time. If you just do this and you feel that, it's like very soft, right? That's what rare feels like. If you grip it a little bit more, that's medium rare. If you really hold it tight, that's medium, and then really tight, that's well done.
Oh.
So that's like a good guide. And listen, if you're doing it at home and you're unsure, just cut it open. I mean, who cares, right? Nobody's judging. So I'm just going to press these down a little bit. I'm going to add a little bit of oil to them. Watch for those flare-ups. So let's close this, and we'll start working on our fries. Yeah, it's 3:30 already. Okay, so we got our fries. They're really dry. And the reason why we want them dry is because we're putting them into hot oil, right? And we don't want to create havoc in that oil by adding water. If you've ever, put something into oil and there was a little bit of water, something wet, like maybe you washed a vegetable and then you put it in oil, it splatters back, and we don't want any kind of accidents like that. So these bubbles are really bubbling up now, crazy. I don't know if you can see that, Parks. So that looks really good.
Yeah, so that means it's ready.
It's ready to
hot
go.
enough.
Okay. So I have my spider ready. And I have a bowl with some paper towels. And you know, you just want to drop these in carefully. Just, there's no rush. Better to put less in at a time than all at once, because what happens is the oil's going to rise up and we don't want to have an overflow accident, okay? So I always go very slow. It's only, you know, taking a second by second batch, so it's not going to be a big deal. They'll all cook the same, but you'll see the oil is going to rise up. So I always keep my oil at like below, a little bit, an inch below half the height of my pot. And now we can just put the rest in there. And so what we want to do
Wow.
is move those around just to make sure that they're not sticking to each other.
Yeah.
And if I forgot to mention it earlier, you know, we cut the potatoes and then we put them in cold water. And the reason why you put that in cold water, you must do that when you're making French fries or potato chips, because otherwise they will stick together. And the reason why they stick together is because potatoes are very starchy, and the starchy causes them to stick. So if you've ever had homemade fries or potato chips and they were just like clumped together, it means someone didn't rinse them properly. So you want to rinse off the starch, literally. And you can see the starch in the water. So once you rinse it and you pour it out, it's like starchy white water instead of clear water. So I always rinse them, and then I put them in a salad spinner, which was something that I just figured out on my own because it's a great way to get all that excess water off, okay? So we're gonna let those cook for a couple minutes. This is fun. I like this induction burner out here.
That's nice.
Really nice. Okay, so you can see like our burgers are starting to turn a little bit. They're still raw there. Let's check this onion. I think we're in the market for a new grill over here, I think. What do you think, Parks?
Well, it's seasoned, isn't that?
It's
that a good
seasoned.
thing?
It's, you know, it works fine, but we're at the beach, so everything just gets corroded, you know, from the salt. But yeah, it works fine. Okay, so that looks really nice. These are, I'm gonna leave those down for a little bit longer, and let's do a little bit of our Hudson sprayer, shall we?
Okay.
So happy Friday, everybody. Happy birthday to my lovely husband, who's been helping me so much in the kitchen. It's incredible. I think I told this story in one of my videos the other day, but you know, I've been cooking every single meal since this COVID thing happened. So, you know, I don't know, we're at day 65 or something that we've been in quarantine. We haven't had one meal that I haven't cooked. So I'm a little burned out, you know, from cooking. So I came home from work the other night, and we're not getting any takeout delivery or anything because we're in really strict quarantine. Tired, thirsty. So I said to Parker, can we please just order in, please? And he was like, no, we're not doing that. And I said, okay. And he goes, I'm going to cook for you. I'm going to be your hands. And literally, I sat at our kitchen counter, and I told him exactly what to do. And he made me, we had filet mignon. This was like a week ago, I don't know. And he pan-seared it, and he caramelized some onions and some mushrooms, and he made sauteed broccolini. And it was like phenomenal. It was perfectly cooked, and it reminded me, I told the story before, of The Odd Couple when Felix and Unger are in the cooking contest, and Felix's back goes out, and Oscar literally is his hands behind him cooking. It was just so funny, but I'm so proud of him.
Well, I just did what you told me to.
You did, but you did a great job. Okay, so we're gonna turn these up just a touch. So yeah, so the idea with, you know, turning the meat is if you can manage. Listen, I already want to turn it, but I'm waiting. I'm like stopping myself. Seriously. You want to turn it once if possible, because otherwise it can get tough, right? So we just want to just let it chill out. These I'm going to turn over. Okay, so that has a nice char on there. You know, cauliflower is like the new kale. I don't know what's going to be next. Yeah, I mean, it's been like that for a while. Okay, so I'm going to close this up. What's everyone saying, Parks? Any action?
Are you in strict quarantine because of your clients you have to go to every day?
Correct. Yes, I am in quarantine. We haven't seen any friends. The only friends we've seen is when we lowered food down, which is 40 feet, so that's a lot more farther away than 6 feet. Yes, my clients, they still want me cooking for them, which is fantastic. I have a job, and everyone who works there is tested regularly, and we're kind of quarantined together there as a family and staff, and that's how I'm keeping my job. So I'm not taking any chances at all. So we're being very, very strict, and Parker's going along with me, which is great. And you know what? We like being together. We don't mind being home, and thankfully I know how to cook, and we're eating really well. But yeah, I'm looking forward to socializing soon, but I don't know. I don't know how long it's going to be.
How often do you sharpen your knives?
Whenever they get dull.
Oh,
But you know, there's some people that sharpen their knives like every time they use them. I don't. I don't know. You know what I usually do is like once a month or twice a month, I'll take 4 or 5 knives and I'll just put them on my sharpening stone and sharpen them and make it like a little bit of a project. So I'm just slicing our tomatoes.
Emily Lefkowitz asks, where were you? Where were these amazing skills when we were in college?
I did cook when we were in college, but obviously, it's become a different level. But yeah, I am. Thanks for watching.
Karen is asking me if I'll ever do a TV series again on regular television. Maybe.
Maybe, but
Maybe.
he's on
I'd like to do.
Netflix.
I'd like to do a. Yeah, I'd like to do another one on the network. I've got Greenhouse on now.
He's got Greenhouse Academy on Netflix now. It's in season 3? Or
4.
4. And we're waiting to find out if they're going to go into production again. They filmed that in Israel, in Tel Aviv. So we're waiting to find out what's happening. Hopefully it'll get picked up again. But all this production is, stopped. So it's tough. Okay.
Whoa, those are looking. Okay, so you're pushing at it. Good.
Yeah, I'm going to turn those over. I'm going to give it a little bit of a spray.
Okay. That sure is fun.
It's so fun, guys. And it really does make a difference. See, and that even stuck a little bit. I should have waited, see?
Really?
Yeah. But that's okay.
Wow.
Okay. We're going to put our buns up here.
Amanda missed the mixture that you're spraying. You want to say that one more time? What that mixture is?
So
Yeah, maybe I can show it.
no, I have it like in
Code.
Chinese.
It's in chef code.
It's a quarter cup Lee and Perrins Worcestershire sauce, a quarter cup of canola oil, or the oil of your choice, tablespoon of fine sea salt, not kosher salt or coarse sea salt, but fine, and 1 cup of water to just dilute it a little bit so it's not too salty. I'm gonna put the cheese on. So what I do to melt the cheese, this is why I needed that bowl. Do that.
Aha. That's a good trick.
That's a good
Never
trick.
would have thought of that. Huh. Interesting. Ooh, see how those are doing. What do you think? A little longer? What do you think?
Oh, definitely. I'm going to
Oh,
turn
okay.
it up a little bit more.
Okay.
So I have some sliced Bubby's pickles that I'll put on the side. And perhaps if you want to put them on your burger, you can do that. But I'm just going to leave them on the side.
The
for now.
pickles? Yeah, I'd love to have some pickles.
Okay, good.
Monica says I'm going to love the cauliflower steak. That's very cool. Now I'm excited. She says they're all the rage.
It is all the rage. And here's the birthday cake I made for Parker.
Oh, yeah.
We'll have that for dessert. It's a gluten-free chocolate cake, and I made a buttercream frosting.
And I ate so much of it last night, I thought I was going to get sick. And I do it again.
What?
I ate so much of it, I thought I was going to get sick last night. I had 3 giant
You
pieces.
did, and that's what I had for lunch today. Okay. How we doing, guys? Oh, I forgot I gotta chop up my rosemary. Fantastic. So I'm just taking, this is from our garden. I have some rosemary that I washed. And we're just gonna chop it up really fine.
Oh.
I love rosemary on my French fries. I hope you do too, Parks.
I do.
Okay, good.
I never really had before you.
Yeah, I also put them when I make homemade potato chips. I always put rosemary on them too, and then sometimes I douse them with what's that vinegar that they use in England all the time on chips? Hambus will know. Suzanne will know the vinegar that you put on French fries in England. See that? It kind of
Whoa.
steams the cheese a little bit.
That's looking really good.
Okay, guys, we are almost there. Yeah. Okay, those are almost done. These are definitely done.
You want me to bring that platter over?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Oh, sharing.
Yeah. Sharing is caring. Okay, so we are going to put, let me see how we're going to do this. Let's put our tomato on the bottom.
Oh, never done that. Interesting idea.
Yummy. Woo!
Oh, hot.
Turning off my grill.
That is one tall hamburger.
We're gonna let, and we always want to let our meat rest, right, when we take it off the flame. So that, we'll do while we're waiting for our French fries, and that way all the juices can be distributed throughout the meat instead of cutting into that meat or biting into it, and all the juice comes out and it's kind of bloody looking. We want everything to distribute evenly from the center out because now the meat has a chance to relax. Right, Parks?
Yep. I say like I know. Yep.
Okay, these are almost done. I kept the skin on the potatoes because I love that. I think it looks really pretty. We're almost done with that.
Okay.
These are really coming together. Okay, let's give those one more minute. In the meantime, I'm gonna move my computer
Okay.
over to the table.
Okay, great. To get set up.
Because we're gonna sit down and hang out with you guys for a couple minutes. So here, I think this is gonna be a little bit juicy with the napkins. So I have extra napkins for us.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Parks, I got some water for you.
Oh, thank you.
Got my water. And we got.
And we might need to put the computer down to where you're going to be, and then we'll put the camera between us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
If that's okay.
Okay, let me move this over. Good idea, Parks.
There we go. Yeah, that's great. Okay.
Good producing, Parks.
We are ready to go.
Okay. Here we go, guys. Okay, this looks so good.
Oh, yeah, now they're getting brown.
Yeah. Okay. We don't want them to get too well done, but I think they look good. Okay. Take them out. Let that drain. I have my paper towels there to absorb that excess oil. And we'll turn that off. So I just move these around and get that oil off. So we don't want greasy fries ever. Okay, then what I do is I remove that napkin. I'm going to add my rosemary
Oh,
while it's hot
yeah.
so that it sticks, and some kosher salt. Okay, and then we're just going to
Whoop.
how's that for a meal? You could take a still of that, Parker.
Oh, okay. I don't see that button.
Oh, then forget about it.
Yeah, so I don't want to. I'll do it when we sit down. I'll use
Okay.
my phone, okay? Because I
Okay.
would like pictures. I got yours.
I got yours.
Okay.
Oh, thanks. Oh my God, so excited. There we go, guys.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can do this.
So we got 15 minutes here. I'll put this on my lap.
Let me see if we can do this. Now, I can't turn this horizontal, but I can go back a little.
Why don't I have a cooking show on the Food Network? I don't know. You tell me. I don't know.
Okay, that's fine, right?
This is great.
I can come next to you. I'm going to take a picture of this. This is beautiful.
We're just getting settled here. Okay. Let me see. I would love to know if anybody was cooking with us today. Let me know. Hi, Matthew Julian. Hi.
Okay.
You know what? There's so many things to do with cauliflower. Roast it in the oven. You can fry it. Do I have a family member in the military? No, I don't. Phyllis, I do not.
Well, you do.
I do?
By marriage.
Oh.
My dad was.
Right.
Both my grandfathers. My cousins, Hank, and I think Steve was. I'm not sure. Tony was, and Hank was. They were both in the Navy. My dad was in the Navy Air Force. Yeah, so I was not in the service. I'm the outcast.
Yeah.
I was doing things like the Hardy Boys.
Did you really meet when you borrowed a pot? Yes, I borrowed a pot from Parker. Thank you, Stephen Paul. Bon appetit. Yeah, I came to LA because I wanted to move here, and I was very nervous to move and leave New York after being there my whole life. And I always wanted to live in California. I'm not really sure why, but I just always had that in my head. And at the time, I was working for Derek Jeter as his personal chef, and during the hiatus of the baseball season, I would always have like 3 or 4 months off when he would go back to Florida, and I would do other things. One year I went to Africa, one year I opened up a restaurant, one year I had surgery, and then one year I decided, you know, when he retires and I need to look for a new job, I'm going to maybe move to California. So I came out here for 3 months. I swapped my apartment in New York with a guy who had a place in Venice Beach, and it was a 2-story house, and I had the bottom, and Parker moved into the top like days after I moved in. And I had a little bit of a cold, and I wanted to make some homemade chicken soup. Hi, Bob Hobie. And I asked him in the middle of his move, which was probably so annoying, if he had a big pot, because the guy whose place I was in, he didn't have one. He had like just a little saucepan, and he said yes, and he gave it to me. I made soup. I offered him soup. We sat out on the porch together, and that was it. We started dating like the next day. So, Amy Stevenson, what kind of pickles on your burger? These are Bubby's sliced pickles.
This burger
is amazing.
Killer.
Really?
Really. It's the juiciest burger I've ever had. It's running down my hand.
That's the bacon.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to cut mine. Do you want me to cut yours, or are you okay?
I'm going to go for it.
You're going to go for it? Okay, I'm going to go for it too. Ready?
It's too much fun not to.
Oh my God. Hi, Angie.
I feel like 4th of July.
Oh my God.
I love 4th of July. It's one of my favorite holidays.
It's a little more well done than I would like, but it's got so much juice because of the bacon. Lauren's favorite pickles, and it's also her nickname. Do I have any single male chef friends? Let me think about that. I do have some single male chef friends. Where do you live? Because they're not in LA.
That's funny.
I have single chef friends in Maryland, in New York City, Providence.
Uh-oh. My bad.
This is so sloppy. Austin. Interesting. You know what? I have a friend who used to live in Austin, and she's really tied in with chefs there. I'm going to ask her. Parker, what have you been taking pictures of while being homebound? I'll move.
Actually, I took some pictures of some portraits, which I did of some people at Lisa's work, and I've been shooting some architecture, and I'm trying to put together a show, and I'm way behind on everything. It's not. I'm going to put a show up in the next couple of months.
Phyllis watched North and South recently.
Really? Wow.
It's a great series.
I loved Charleston. It's so beautiful. I do miss the East Coast. I like the architecture back east. Almost wherever you turn, there's something beautiful and something historic.
I've never been there.
Charleston's beautiful. Beautiful. Especially by the water. And we filmed a lot at plantations around Charleston. It was really beautiful.
Wow.
The fields. Thank you, Scott. Really nice.
Oh, hi, Scott.
Really nice.
I use canola oil for deep frying. That's like my go-to oil. If I don't have canola, I'll use a light olive oil. I try not to use peanut oil just because people have allergies. Yeah, so I use canola oil. It's the most common. It has a high smoking point, and it's virtually flavorless. What type of architecture have you been shooting?
It was a Richard Meyer house. Richard Meyer did the Getty out here, and he was he had his practice in New York when I was at architecture school, and I did my senior thesis at college on him. A couple of years ago, I went to The Hague and shot the law courts in the public library that he also did. So he's an architect that I really like.
Hi, Stacey Lynn.
I think there's some pictures of it up on my Shadowworks. I have a website, Parker Stevenson Shadowworks. My more
You
recent.
can buy his prints.
Yeah, and also I will make custom prints.
And you know what? Parker just found all his scripts from the Hardy Boys and Baywatch. And they have like his personal notes in them. And he got them out of storage. Hi, Nell Cone. Hi, Bloom Boys. And he's selling them now. So you can contact Parker on his Instagram if you're interested in buying any of those scripts. They're all original. Really cool.
Wow, I've had them all these years and I kind of forgot about them. Killing Eve, we've been watching on TV. We love Killing Eve.
We just watched Run, which is also produced by Phoebe Waller-Bridge.
We really like Fleabag.
We love The Voice. What else did we watch?
Lisa likes shows that are a little darker than I do. I get to the end of the day and I'm burned out. And she's ready to go another round.
What's my favorite song on the new Pearl Jam album? You know what, Scott?
Wow.
I don't really know the names of any of the songs, so I can't tell you. But I do like the album, and I'm so sad that they, postponed the forum because we were going both nights. So, and I know you were going also both nights, and hopefully we'll meet up there. Hi, Karen Hockenberg. Do we like watching Turner Classic Movie Channel?
Yeah.
I don't watch that much.
I'm always trying to get Lisa to watch things like Casablanca. Or African Queen, or Citizen Kane, or I'm always shocked when I see those.
Hi, Bon.
Yay!
I know he didn't know. I don't know if you just started watching Bond, but I had my jacket buttoned up to my neck, so Parker hadn't seen my shirt because we were both taking showers at the same time. And I got dressed, and then I opened it up and revealed it. He was hysterical.
It was challenging to shoot this food Facebook Live because all I could see was myself staring back at me, looking different.
Your younger self. Hi,
My
Peggy.
younger self, yeah.
David Higgins. Hi to your mom.
Cousin. My mom, which is my
Love you too.
mom's family, mom insisted on having a Facebook account about a week ago.
Oh my God.
And Lisa jumped into setting up a Facebook account for her, and I warned her that maybe that wasn't a good idea.
Because she wanted to watch the videos, and they're too long to send like through a text. So, anyway.
So Lisa nicely set it up for her. But then the next day, unrelated to Facebook, my 95-year-old mother was bombarded with junk stuff on her phone. She thought it was Facebook. So she demanded that we turn off the Facebook account, which we did. But now, she's sad she can't watch the videos.
Yeah.
Because she got rid of the Facebook account. So, but the videos at some point will be up on YouTube, and my mother will be able to watch them there. It will all be fine.
Lori Keystan says Dave is Jenny's husband. Oh, Bob Hobie. Parker, you look so handsome, birthday boy.
Oh, thanks, Bob.
Hi, Burke.
Jenny, Lisa, you haven't come with me when I've seen Jenny when she's come out.
Hi, Burke.
Jenny.
No.
No. That's Jenny's husband. That's with Lori. Hi, Lori.
Got it.
Love you.
Got it. Hi, Burke. Congratulations on getting into your #1 school. Yeah. I didn't know what to do for Parker's birthday, really. I know everyone's having birthdays, and it's just so weird. But I just thought it would be nice to like have him come from behind the camera, and you guys can talk to him, and I don't know. So I use mostly global knives, but to be honest, Peggy, I have probably 50 to 60 knives. I have Wusthof, I have global, I have Henkel's, I have like everything, you know, but I really like global, mostly because I like the way it feels in my hand. It's very smooth. Excuse me. And so yeah, but I recommend when you can go back shopping to actually hold hands. Like, don't buy a knife block and get all those knives in there. It's almost better to buy a separate block and then put whatever knives you like the most in that block. Because usually when you buy a knife block, they give you knives that aren't really that necessary, right? So that's what I would do. Hi, Mom. I'm glad you're still watching. Someone just asked if there's going to be cake.
They did?
So yeah, I'm not going to have cake yet, but this is the cake that I made. I don't know if you can see it.
Here, let me do this. Here's the cake.
I made this for Parker yesterday, and I snuck it home. I made it at work, and I brought it home, and I left it in our garage. And then after dinner, I snuck down to the garage, and then I put candles in it, and I surprised him with a cake. Tracy Stein, West, hi. Hope to see you soon. Nell's coming in August for like a month, so maybe in August we can social distance somewhere.
I have to wash my
Ooh,
hand.
we have 1 minute, guys.
We do? Oh, shoot. God, that went fast.
I know, it goes so fast.
Thank you all for coming on. And any questions we didn't get, we'll try to go back and read through this and try to answer them for you and stuff. I made the mistake in the beginning of trying to answer everybody's questions and cutting off Lisa. So
Yeah,
my
it's,
lesson.
you know, it goes so fast. Like, we spend so much time setting it up, and then it just flies by. And I'm just so grateful that you guys are watching and that you even care enough to come back and check out the videos. And, you know, I just created a YouTube channel, and, you know, just trying to get it out there. And this is just so interesting that this COVID made this happen, because, you know, before that, we were just living our life day to day. And now this has become part of our life. It's like a daily thing. We're doing videos almost every single day. And sometimes when I can't, hi Claire, I hope you're feeling better. You know, when I can't do a video because I'm working, we do like 2 or 3 in a day so that I have them kind of in the bank. But it's been so fun, you know, and I really appreciate your support so much. It's like incredible to me. It just like warms my heart. And even just, you know, having just contact with old friends that, you know, we always say hi to each other on Facebook. We're not really, you know, as connected as we used to be. But the fact that everyone's like kind of home, and it's just been really, really nice. So super grateful. And we're going to do another live next week. I don't know what day yet, but I'll let you know. Yeah, Claire Parr, she just bought a really beautiful picture of Parker's of the canals in Venice,
In
black and white.
Venice, Italy.
Venice, Italy.
It's
Yeah.
the highest compliment ever for me is if someone reaches out and is interested in one of my pictures. And it's having been interviewed on and off over the years, it's really hard to give any kind of sense of who you are in an interview situation.
Yeah.
But when someone responds to one of my pictures, I feel like they actually see me. They see what I connect to. And that's the closest connection that I've felt in all these years working. So thank you, Claire. And I'm so hoping that image is giving you joy.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't want to hang up, you guys.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you so much. Scott?
You can reach out to me through the website, the Shadowworks website, or through Instagram. My newer stuff, I just throw up on Instagram because I'm so behind on. I have 70,000 images and I'm behind on all of them. And but so newer stuff I tend to throw up on my Instagram, which is by Parker Stevenson. And you can reach out to me, send me an email.
Yeah.
And
Scott, you have
tell
my
me what you're
number.
interested, and we'll work it out. I love that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you all.
Thank you so much, guys. We're going to sign off. We got to clean up and finish eating. And thank you so much for making Parker's birthday special and just taking interest. Okay. Bye, Bon.
One Illy photo for sure. Oh, okay.
Love you,
We'll
Mom.
make it happen. Thanks, everybody.
The cooking videos will be going up on YouTube. Yes. Yes. Okay,
Wedding
guys.
videos. I shot a wedding when I was 13 and realized that I should never ever do that again. So if you're shooting weddings, you're really good. I admire you.
Yeah.
I learned that wasn't for me.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure doing someone's wedding,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Okay. Have a great weekend, everybody. Happy Friday. Stay safe. Be careful. And we love you guys so much. Thank you. We'll see you soon.
Thanks, guys.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.